Are you ready? I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, 100% RC, Professor Damian Flowers, and Tyler Wright. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Are you ready?
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Voice of the Fans Sportscast. I'm your host, Ben Swift Reynolds. We have Professor Flowers with us tonight. What's up, bro?
What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Hey, Facebook feed is not working. I mean, not Facebook, Instagram feed. I'll try and get it set up, but I don't know if I got it in time.
Can't get nothing right, can you?
Dude, it's weird because you have to type in the screaming key in order to make it work, and I don't think it worked. I hit click live, but I don't know if it worked or not. That's crazy. How your day going, man?
It's another day in the books. Look, other than, like you say, not gaining my superpowers, I'm looking at some of the clips. now it's raining cats and dogs.
Look, you see how they do us in Mississippi? They want us to see the eclipse so that we gain our superpowers, right? They're like, man, buff them guys. They don't deserve it.
Might get a superpower I don't want.
Right. Shout out to YNG Smiley, man. Thanks for showing some support to us.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir, man. So we had college women's basketball wrap up. Don't men's play tonight? Men's playing right now, right?
Yeah, I think it's about to start.
Yeah, what's going? Oh, they're about to start.
I think it's just not. I don't understand the late start time.
People gotta go work in the morning.
Exactly.
So that's going on. Major League Baseball going on right now. You see my Cubs, man. We took it to the Dodgers in that series, little mini series right there, and we looking pretty good.
Early. Because they showed flashes last year, though. I will admit that.
The thing about us, our bats was on and off, and our pitching was suspect.
Pitching. Y'all had some.
We had some guy. We had
Steel Kid, and somebody else is pretty good too.
But it wasn't consistent. Our gameplay throughout the season just wasn't consistent enough, and we saw the Braves stay heating up. That's
a gimme.
That's a gimme.
They got too many bats. 9-9 UConn Purdue right now.
Okay. 9-9. All right, man. We were gonna wait on Dustin, but he's lagging behind time right now. So, Staley should get her. I think this is her third championship, if I'm not mistaken. Third championship versus Iowa. They managed to keep Clark kind of frustrated a little bit, kind of flustered, and they were able to put away in that game, man. So, what do you think this win do to Dunn her legacy?
Just adds on to it. Look, I expected South Carolina to win. Kaylin got 30. The thing that it came down to with the bench, of course, the depth of South Carolina was just too much for Iowa to withstand. Iowa jumped out early. The one thing I did see, Kaylin got off early first quarter, but Dunn and company, man, they remained composed. At halftime, they took the lead, and after that, it was pretty much South Carolina all the way.
Yeah, it was all she wrote, man. Carolina just has to stick to what they know best, and that's play defense and banging the boards, and they outlasted them.
I said just more. I think like at one particular time, South Carolina's bench outscored Iowa like 30-0.
Well,
That's
yeah.
the difference.
Yeah, we already knew
I
wouldn't have them bench.
No, they're not. Well, they got a bench. They don't have a South Carolina bench.
Right. So, man, everybody's hyped about that game, and everybody talking about how women's sports is on the rise, and we seeing more and more of it. Muscle Knowns in the house. What's up, fellas? What's up, Muscle Known?
You see, wish we had Patreon.
Patreon is that thing that you subscribe to, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much like an uncensored thing. Yeah, you can say whatever you want on Patreon.
I heard about it. I just never really used it before.
It's becoming more and more popular. I've been hearing more and more people talk about Patreon. What's up, Dustin?
What's going on, Dustin?
What's up, man?
Man, what's up with the Naruto background? Why you have like DBZ or One Piece or something like that?
One Piece. That's Naruto and
yeah,
Demon Slayer.
Oh, okay. I see. What's the anime about the demons? Demon Slayer. Yeah, I see you got Demon Slayer in the background.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dragon
What's
Ball
going on?
You
No.
So he young with it, ain't he?
No. Man, he got Naruto back there to DBZ. Man, that's blasphemous. So Dustin, what you like? Okay, you got a nice little wall there. I ain't gonna lie, you got a nice little wall there. I wish I could show y'all my pictures, and I got I'm a huge Batman fan, so I got some big Batman posters up on my wall here. Billionaires got hang around each other. You know what I'm saying? Think the same. All right, so let's get into it. Back to it. We talking about Dawn Staley getting her third championship. Dustin, what do you think this does to her legacy?
Oh, it definitely put her in the top 5 for sure.
Right on.
She top. She definitely top 5. And from her roster and they recruiting, it doesn't look like she'll probably get another one within the next 2 years, three at most.
All right, and cause she been consistent in and out, college women's basketball, because she been doing it, for a long period of time. So she putting together a great resume, and we saw Caitlin Clark fall short of her, and they were talking about how these girls this year, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, how them girls carried the women's basketball, and now WNBA has a bright future, and that WNBA shouldn't fumble the bag on this. What y'all think about that statement?
We'll see.
I mean, it's really for me. I mean, a lot of great college women. I mean, the popularity of women's college basketball to me has always been greater than has always been more popular than the WNBA. It's not even been close. Like, I mean, you've had several big female stars to come out of college, like Kelsey Plum. What's that other girl's name?
It's a lot of them.
Even like Parker. I'm trying to think of the other girl. I can't think of her right now. Yeah, Sabrina Ionescu.
Yeah, I can't say her last name. I think you about that. Yeah,
even them, like they're until she entered the 3-point contest with Steph, like nobody really been talking about her since she got out of college. Well, when she was in college, she was a regular topic on ESPN. She hadn't been a topic on ESPN really until the 3-point thing with Steph, and we hadn't really heard anything of her since.
So Flowers, let me ask Flowers this. Hold on. Go and finish your thought real quick.
I was gonna say it's up for the determining powers to market the WNBA and to market the players in WNBA to the same degree, or else it's not gonna matter. They just gonna kind of fade away like they always do.
Yeah, so that's why I wanted to transition over to Flowers is how can WNBA market the girls and keep up the hype?
Well, first and foremost, they need the TV networks to buy in. I mean, you don't even really see WNBA games on TV, so that's first and foremost. If the big companies, ABC, ESPN, whoever, invest in them and put them on TV more, you would see exposure. But this is where this is where it can change. Caitlin Clark is American sweetheart right now. She's going to Indiana. Indiana is a Midwestern state to where they love to support their team. So, Caitlin Clark exposure will be real in Indiana. So it'd be best for the WNBA to get in cahoots with these TV networks, put her on TV so you can be able to see the Ionescu's and the Brianna Stewarts and the aces as far as with Asia and all these other people that play in the league. There's a lot of talented girls in the league, Caitlin might help expose it, but it's definitely up to the league in general to get these teams more exposure and get these girls, the stardom and the views they deserve.
Right. Because we never know when women basketball is starting or going on. The only reason I kept up with from last year because I was betting on it. So you already know about that, what we were talking about with some of their games. And it was just they need more eyes on it. If they can figure out, like you said, TV deals, they can figure out how to put in more man screen, put out more gear too. Like we're not seeing none of these stores carry WNBA, especially in Mississippi, gear. Yeah, I had to order.
People can get online. I mean,
yeah, I had to order one from Nike though.
You can get online and get that. They just need to be on TV.
But how many people gonna actually search for WNBA gear?
The people that will actually invest in it, and like I say, maybe they get their daughters to watch. Maybe, like I say, the Midwestern part of America start paying attention to Caitlin Clark since she'll be placed there.
Yeah. Most of them said women basketball is definitely on the rise, but I sense a lot of hate from WNBA professionals, especially regarding Caitlin Clark.
Are you right?
Yeah, they making it more of a white versus black thing. Yeah, Dorana Taurasi said it's gonna be totally different. She said it's gonna be totally different when she entered the WNBA. But yeah, there's been a whole bunch of white versus black going on in the comments, and it's just like why we just can't keep it sports related, man. Like give people their props. It don't matter what color they are, what background they coming from. If they can play, they can play. That's what I always thought playing sports. And look at my teammate, like, oh man, he's a white guy, I ain't really studying him. No, if he's on the court with me, man, I don't play him just like anybody else. I don't respect his game and see what he can bring to the table. I feel like people praising because now they associate Clayton Clark with the Matma boys are Republicans. They're like, oh, all the white Republicans going for it. Like it's like, why are y'all generalizing, putting people into a pot because the white people?
Who's going that deep into it though? This just shows you the difference in people like us per se and people like that because it shouldn't even be that deep. Like
right, it should.
I appreciate the young lady for her basketball skills, not Democrat
political
nonsense or white black thing. That's why we look so ignorant from abroad, over here in the United States, because every time you turn around, it just something is always being brought back to race. Can't let it die.
Right. Like how they associate just because Republicans may be going for Caitlin Clark that they associate them.
But at the same time, though, it's black Republicans also.
That's what I'm saying. But they associate
not just white.
That's what I'm trying to get at. They associate the white guys as being some type of group, like Matma boys or Republicans going for Caitlin Clark. Like, how y'all getting that from just because of skin color? So it's dumb.
I mean, it's dumb. The honest answer to that is yes, and it's unfortunate.
And right on it is. And that's where all the hate comes, especially for Angel Reese, because the way she carried herself, they're like, well, she hood, she she's ratchet, you know. Then they associate her with those kind of people, but it's not really. It's everything's so not black and white like everybody think it is. Like, oh, she act this way, so she must be like this.
Well,
Like,
the Angel Reese stuff, in my opinion, this is my opinion. A lot of that is, like I said, it's racism, but a lot of it is just people being stereotypical.
yeah,
That's a big key for a lot of stuff going on. You know, as far as black and white, it's just stereotypes of, you know, insinuated within people and in things, and just like last week when we did the Rasheed Rice stuff.
oh yeah, that's right.
They probably fucking stole the car. Like, see, that's you know, I mean that's how it is, you know. But I just wish both sides, I'm saying black and white, get out of the way of that stuff, man, and things will be better.
All right. So, Dustin, how would you are you? Let me ask you this question: are you tuning into more WNBA this coming up season?
You on mute?
Oh, you muted. You on mute. You muted yourself.
Yeah, I probably will, especially like whenever Caitlin Clark come up against Diana Taurasi, I'm gonna be tuned in. I'm gonna be tuned.
Got to see that matchup on.
She's still in Phoenix, right?
And I would love nothing more than for Caitlin Clark to answer that call. Like it kind of give me like that time. It may have been a preseason game actually when Kobe picked Steph up half court.
Yeah.
Full court rather, and then still brought it down, got a little space, and knocked that shot down.
Go pat him on the butt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
that's
good shot.
Game.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of hype going on about women's basketball, especially that coming up season, especially after people gonna be tuning into the draft to see where some of these ladies go, and it's just gonna be on the up and ups from here.
Good draft.
It is. It's a great draft, really. A lot of talent coming into that.
Yeah.
So we all eyes and ears. YNG said he eating a piece of pop. Feeling good. I'm glad you feeling good tuning into the show, man. All right. Let's talk about Bronny. Right. Bronny has entered the NBA draft. I didn't know he can do that. I didn't know they changed the rules on that to Flower switch into the company.
They changed a couple of years ago.
I didn't know that. I don't know where I was living at underneath a rock, I guess, but I didn't see that report.
He was in Pedal.
Right. Pedal's in the middle of nowhere. You're right. So Bronny enters, he entered the transfer portal, he entered the NBA draft. So it seemed like he trying to keep his options open to see what's going to materialize if he gain interest from the NBA, or he figure out what team he want to go to. I'll let Dustin handle this first. What were your thought process when you saw the headline, Bronny enters the NBA draft?
I mean, I thought it was hilarious because I just think it's comical. And first of all, I think it's a big mistake. I mean, he averaged a little over 5 points, because he averaged a little over 5 points a game. He came off the bench. I think he shot, like, he didn't shoot that well from three.
27%, I think.
Jeez.
I think.
Yeah, and I mean, outside, I mean, he's athletic. He's definitely athletic. He's a decent defensive player, but based on what I saw from him in high school, like, the college game to me should have fit his game perfectly, because he watching him in high school, he never got rushed. He had a really poised type game. I never really saw him create a lot of shots. I definitely wouldn't label him a scorer, but in high school he was a pretty good facilitator, pretty good kind of catch and shoot, one dribble pull up type of guy, and I didn't really see a bunch of that in his college games. Now he did have that issue at the beginning of the season, and I understand that, but I think that if it wasn't for his name, that nobody would even be paying that any attention because it's just solely because of his name. Nobody or no general manager on any team is looking at any college player outside of him is averaging 5 points a game. Nobody. Absolutely not. So, it's just a name and for him, does he really want to get to the NBA off his name alone? Because like when he get there, he definitely gonna have a target on his back from players who really had, especially from players like Patrick Beverly, had to go play overseas and really earn their spot on the team. They coming after him, and his dad not gonna be able to protect him forever. And even if you look at Doc Rivers and Austin Rivers' situation, Austin Rivers was the #1 high school player in the country. He had a pretty decent career at Duke, hit the Duke North Carolina game winner. I think Austin around like 6'5", something like that.
You might be generous. You might be in generous. You might be
6'3".
Yeah, 6'3" to 6'5". Yeah, somewhere in there.
Somewhere up in there. And he didn't have a stellar NBA career, but it was decent. He was a decent player. And people gave him a hard time when he went to the Clippers, where his dad was a coach. So I couldn't imagine how it's gonna be for Bronny, but I think what's gonna end up happening is he's gonna go undrafted to the Lakers. And I really, and even if you look at Scottie Pippen's son, like he had a decent run at Vanderbilt. Again, he wasn't like a Naismith type player, but he's a decent point guard, and I think he's had a couple decent games in the NBA where he's actually gotten to play. But by this logic, if I was Marcus Jordan, I'd feel some type of way right now because he should be in the league.
Jordan probably could have bought his son way into the league.
In the league if Bronny going, but I see him going undrafted to the Lakers. I don't wish him to fail, but from how it looks from the outside looking in, I see him going undrafted. And as soon as Daddy retire, going to the G League or out the league. From how it's looking, I could be wrong. He could surprise us all, but just from what I've seen, I just don't see it now. The little brother,
that's a different story.
He may be the one. He may be the one.
Let me read what Much Unknown said. He's my thing is you don't have to talk down about Bronny, but it's like the analysts are scared to say absolute truth in this situation, and that's not right. Bronny wasn't the best player on his high school team. He wasn't the best on a bad USC. This feels like a LeBron decision, or at least a business decision, not logical. All right, Flowers.
I know you said everything. You said everything I said in the chat a few days ago in our text thread. This has turned into the LeBron James show. You kind of believed it when you heard of the possibility of transferring. I felt like if he wanted to transfer, it's fair. His coach left and went to SMU or something like that. So that's fair game. He wanted to leave. But when you hear about him putting his name in the draft, he's not just putting his name in the draft to get feedback. No. This has been the plan. It got derailed because of the heart issue. I'm gonna be fair with the kid. He's an unproven commodity. I think he can be a complimentary piece on an NBA team. Not now. Now it's gonna take a few years. He needs to develop. But like I said, this is the 2-for-1 LeBron James special. If I'm being honest, this year's draft is probably not that good. Let's be real here. You get out of the top 15, and I might be just being nice when I say 15. Maybe 12. But when you get down in the lower first half of the lower half of the first round in the second, it might be, it might be wise for a team because it's like I said, it's a 2-for-1 thing. LeBron's put it out there. You got Oklahoma City with buku picks. Would they want to take the chance and bring LeBron James in? Young teams like the Magic or something like that could use a LeBron James to help the youngins out. I'm looking at it from that aspect. I said I'm not saying it's gonna be a first round. I wouldn't be shocked. I'm telling you, don't be shocked if it's like a low first round draft pick. I said undrafted too, Dustin, because I don't think the pick or the money is an issue with him because he has that to back him already. So I don't think pick and placement is the issue with him. I just think it's him getting into the door, and whoever wants to take him on, they get LeBron too, because as it's set up, the draft is before LeBron can opt out of his contract. He could be a free agent, and whoever takes him, that's where he's going to be. But I would think Jeannie Buss probably would take him, whether it's undrafted second round. Hell, even a late if they're in the playoffs, a late first. I mean, hell, what's that to the Lakers? So they're doing that for LeBron. He's been playing for 20 plus years. He got leverage. He's gonna use that leverage to get his son into the league. He wants to make history. It's gonna happen. Yeah, I see you shaking your head up there, Ben.
Man, I gotta wait, man, another 3 years.
It's gonna happen.
Just being honest. I don't give LeBron no more because he's starting to hint more. I would say he's probably a year or two away from retirement.
Man, my thing is LeBron come out with this whole statement. We're gonna let Bronny make his own decision. It's time for him to be his own man. But behind closed doors, he's like, hey, Bronny, hey, go ahead into the NBA draft, man. Cause we trying to team up. We can do great things together. He probably getting that son the whole spiel, just like he gave D-Wade and them boys the whole spiel. Man, this is all about LeBron, bro. I kind of want to take back what I say about he a good dad, but that's another story.
Man, LeBron a good dad.
But come on, man. You're using your son to add on to your legacy. This is not about the road to Bronny.
Not a dad, though.
I'm not saying. I was just playing about that. That don't make this not the road to LeBron's story. This is the road to how to add on to LeBron James' story. Like RC brought up. We already know Space Jam 2 is about Bronny, but somehow it's always about LeBron.
The only thing I give LeBron is this. The only thing I give him is this. Unless Bronny stayed in college, developed, maybe lived up to the potential, he maybe could be a decent NBA player. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't throw this out here.
He does show talent, especially if he develops. But but I guess his best shot, quickest shot again to the NBA is while his dad is in the NBA, because he gonna get that ticket, especially while dad's in the NBA. But the problem I had with this, like, kind of I forgot who it was.
Also known.
It was like, just tell the truth about Bronny. That's a big problem with the media right now. They're not telling the truth. Like, you don't have to talk down on the kid, but tell the truth. Like on Gilbert Arenas' podcast, like him and Brandon Jennings were talking about like high school kids opting out, going to college and going to play in Europe or something. And Gilbert was like, if you know you're not going to be a star NBA player, if you know you're going to go into the NBA having to play a role, go to college, stay in college. But then when topic of Bronny came up, then he talking about, well, I don't know if Bronny got a college game. He should go to the NBA.
I was about to say something about that.
What you said. You changed it up because it's Bronny? Nah, bro. That's the problem I have with the media speaking on Bronny. It's like they not being fair,
being truthful.
I want to add on to what you just said, Dustin, because that's what I've been hearing from NBA players, and of course they're gonna tell us, well, we played y'all, all that bullshit. But the first thing they're quick to say about Bronny now is, well, he doesn't have a college game. He's been training for the NBA. You know, I think it's a.
I never heard it before. I just making up stuff now.
I'm telling you what's being said.
I know. They just making up stuff so it can appease LeBron.
It softens the blow. It's because it's pretty much saying, well, he didn't need to go to college. He could have just went, and that's not true. I mean,
right?
Like I said, he had the heart condition and all that, but before the heart condition, LeBron James Jr. didn't do anything eye-popping to me. He was a complimentary player in high school. And there's nothing wrong with that because everybody can't be the chosen one. You know, everybody just thinks because it's LeBron's son, he's supposed to be this. That's unfair to the kid. You know, that's why we all on the panel saying that it's wrong for him to be pushing himself to the league. Like, I mean, the league's not going nowhere.
That's not his idea.
That's
totally not his idea. And like I said, that's LeBron, another piece to the puzzle type deal. And I will just throw this out there. Maybe it's stick, maybe it won't. Maybe Bronny not into basketball like that as everybody think he is. Maybe he's just into playing. Maybe he's into screaming and dating white girls. I don't know. Maybe that's more his thing. So
man, he's seen the love the game. He's seen the love the game.
I don't know. He loved the game like that. Cause it's it just seemed like I feel like he might have other passions. I feel like his younger brother,
280 pounds.
Yes.
Like his father.
Yeah, I think he look at his younger brother like, dang man, like I gotta find my own thing to do because younger brother is probably better than him right now.
I mean, I don't know. I think Carmelo said it best about him and his son. Like, in no hurry. We're gonna develop. We're gonna take it one step at a time. And when we NBA ready, we'll go there. But we're not gonna rush it. We're gonna take it one step at a time and enjoy the journey. I think Carmelo said it absolutely perfectly.
Best.
When speaking
best example.
Yeah, when speaking on his son in basketball. Because everybody else Bron, him and Bronny trying to rush it.
Yeah. This is not helping Bronny, not one bit. The only person, like I said, the only person helping it is LeBron.
And then we don't hear Bronny talk, and that's the other thing.
That's why I think he don't love it like that. I just don't think he do.
You get me? You will never know.
It's the difference between loving it's the difference between playing a sport and loving playing it than actually having a passion. I mean,
you can
love it,
playing it, and you can love playing it. It's a difference.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I don't hear too many stories. You know, usually like when you got these, high school or college guys, you hear stories about them playing against the pros. Like you hear the Austin Rivers KG one-on-one story, or Brandon Jennings giving the business to NBA players in the summer at UCLA. I don't hear a lot of that with Bronny. Like I never really see him like play against the pros. Like I've seen him doing drills and stuff with his dad.
That's it.
But yeah,
that's what I don't think. Yeah, because with D play, you see him with the summer run with the NBA players, and you tell me LeBron have access to all the NBA players, and Bronny's not out there trying to go at him.
Yeah, I find that a little strange.
The thing is, we can't sit up here and think Bronny Jr. had the same drive and the same dog mentality his father had. They grew up different.
Yeah, much different.
That's why, because like I said, I feel like he's more into screaming, and doing stuff like that than playing vlogging. What's they call vlogging? What's that what they call it when they do videos and stuff like
I mean, just vlog. Yeah, just call it like you see it. The kid has lived a luxurious lifestyle. He hasn't had the want for anything. And so it's fair to question his want and drive to go to the NBA. I mean, because he has everything right in front of him. He didn't struggle like LeBron did when he was a young kid. He didn't have to go to ABCD camp, and become the best and carry all this and that. LeBron ran so them kids can walk. So If Bronny didn't want to play basketball, I would think LeBron would have been cool with it, but it's too far down the road now. Now he's in year 20.
He's into it.
He's like I said, Bron James Jr. is close to possibly getting into the league, and this, like you said, this is gonna be a first time thing. Yeah, let's go for it. That's where it's
can't turn back now.
They turn back now. Should have told me 10 years ago.
Yeah, you told him. Should have had that day the son talk. Hey, Dad, man, I need to talk to you for a moment. They had that talk a long time ago.
I want to say one thing and we can move on. I don't think we'll ever see in the NBA far as a father-son combo, far as both of them are great. Like far as Hall of Fame, players in their own. I just don't think we'll ever see that. It's always the opposite. Whether it was Jelly Bean Bryant, was a role player, Kobe was all world. I can go on and on with examples like that. Dale was a great role player. Steph is all world. I just don't think, we're ever gonna see a LeBron James career and then the son comes behind and he's 1,500 points under his father. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we'll ever see that.
Man, it's gonna be interesting next couple of years. What, next year?
Yeah,
final. Final.
And be like a Gary Payne Jr.
Yeah, Gary Payne Jr. wasn't
solid.
Yeah, he was a solid defender too. He can get after it.
Father, Hall of Famer.
Yep.
Another thing, hey, we should put together a list of players, fathers and son duos, and see how can we rank them.
Tim Hardaway Sr., Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yep.
11 players.
Right. Maybe we should rank the father and son duo chart. Maybe we should put one of those things together. See what we can come up with. All right, so all right. NBA slate. It's a lot of games, man. They playing late tonight.
No
NBA
Tuesday. Games tonight.
No NBA. My bad. I'm looking at Tuesday. Lakers and Warriors. How bad do the Warriors need this? Or the Lakers?
The Warriors need it.
Yeah, I think Warriors need more. Well, I saw a report that AD, his eye messed up. What happened? I didn't see the video.
He took a shot. I mean, I don't know how serious it is, but he went to the locker room, then come back out. I think Gobert hit him or something. Got him across the face. I don't know the severity of it, but
that's interesting. Always around playoff time.
Look, I can't even knock AD this year. He's been healthy. He's been available.
He's been available. Yeah,
he's been one of his best seasons in a while. In terms of availability.
Right. Pelicans and Trailblazers tomorrow. Pistons and 76ers. Pacers and Raptors. Mavericks and Hornets. Man, the Mavericks came with a big overtime win not too long ago. But they actually would. Yes.
Yeah, like 48?
Something like that. So how dangerous are the Mavericks, Dustin, when they go into the playoffs?
They're legitimately dangerous. I definitely wouldn't want to see them in the first round. I think they can give you a scare, especially like if Kyrie and Luka clicking and they get in the rhythm. They're a threat. They're definitely a threat. I don't see them going to the finals or anything, but they can end up. I think they can definitely upset somebody, in the first round.
I believe so too, especially how Luka been playing. You like we said in the group chat that Luka should win MVP, but he probably not. I guess because of Jokic and everything, but
it's looking like it's either gonna be Jokic or
Shea.
Yeah.
Or Tatum.
I like to see Shea get it, just somebody fresh. Now, he been doing it
since they lost those. Man, the Celtics, man, they had lost blew a couple leads. I think Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
Well, from the kind of the vibe they give on ESPN, it seemed like Tatum kind of fell down the line.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree too. All right, the Heat and the Hawks play. Celtics and Bucks. Now that's the game that everybody has circled tomorrow. I believe the record for Doc Rivers is 13-15. Is what I saw.
Man, I know old buddy somewhere sitting up with his feet kicked up, saying, "I told you so." I know he
said it wasn't me. It wasn't me. So it's Flowers, man. The Bucks and Celtics. Who you have tomorrow? Who you think will win that game?
Where is it at?
I want to say Boston. Let me double check.
You know what? I think it'll be a close game. I'll go on a limb here and say the Bucks. Yeah, you can't. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this about both because this gonna match both of these teams. Both of them are too unpredictable. I've been saying this all, especially about the Celtics. I've been telling you about the Celtics all year. As far as I don't think you can win a championship, a team like that that's built like that, and they just consistently depend on the 3-point shot. I think they can be got. I still do.
I do too. I hate how the Celtics play, man. Like, why settle? They settle for the most ridiculous shots ever.
So much size. I don't understand. Right. Trying to be a 3-point shooting team. It makes no sense.
Tatum should be averaging 10 plus free throws a game.
Yeah.
It's easy to get to the butt. It's easy to get to the hole, man, and get a foul.
I love his look. I love his handle. I love his shot creations, everything else. But you don't have to settle 28, 29 feet. I'd rather him get down to that 15, 7. Stop worrying about the analytics and this 3-point shot. Just get your points, get your buckets, get it the easiest way possible. Hell, average 4 or 5 points a damn course. You're a pro. You can do that. Average 5, 6 points a course.
Most of the time, the people that guard Tatum is shorter than him. Like
he's 6'10".
Just shorter. Most of them are short. Most of the guards
playing the Suns, and Kevin Durant on him. Or they playing the Spurs and
they don't see them guys till later though. Like in the West, that's what I understand. Like Tatum there's no way they seeing people his size. So why are you selling for bad percentage shots? Just like Paul George, I want to get that shirt made. That's a bad shot. I feel like that's a good shirt right there. That's a bad shot because Tatum takes him. Somebody didn't tell him. Maybe he didn't play against Paul George, so Paul George can tell him every time, like, man, you're taking bad shots. That's the person he should look at. Paul George gets some good mid-range looks at the goal. So why can't Tatum do the same thing?
The thing is, when you see Tatum actually put his head down and get aggressive, he's like, damn, he could look. If he really wanted to, he could just be a bully.
Yeah. He got the size, he got the strength.
But man, sometimes I feel like he takes second wind of Jaylen Brown. I think Jaylen Brown's a great player, but he can't. Jason Tatum cannot let Jaylen Brown overshadow him. And I'm not trying to knock either or. I'm just saying, if Tatum's the better player, he ought to show it more. He got too much help.
He's too late,
behind the waistline, especially this year. Too much help.
Yeah, that's another thing you brought up a good point. Is he's not aggressive enough. If for somebody to believe in Kobe and scream Kobe anytime he can, I think he got a tattoo of Kobe on his leg. I think
wear the purple band and all. I mean,
yeah, he were like, come on, how you not aggressive then?
Everybody don't want to be Kobe.
Ant is more aggressive and more have Black Mamba in him than Tatum.
But so obviously we know that's okay. So you make a point right there. See, we know that's Ant's team. Can we truly say is the Celtics Jason Tatum's team? No.
He don't act like it.
He act like he don't. I mean, he's
like Brown.
That showed the difference between them. I mean, if you look at Anthony Edwards when he came in, that was Cat's team.
Mm-hmm.
That was Cat's team. There's no
cats now.
Nah, it's definitely
not. You not. And well, we already know Cat. I don't think he was that type of leader anyway. He tried to change his voice on the video. Yeah, man, we're gonna go out here and play some ball. But so he coming from a guy like that, he's not that type of leader. So I think it was easier for Ant to come in and take over than I guess Tatum trying to bully Brown.
Let me stop you. Let me make a disclaimer real quick. He can be like that, just be aggressive.
right. Just be aggressive. But Tatum is soft spoken though. He is. He's not a guy of strong and bolstering words. He kind of soft spoken.
You don't have to be.
Tim Duncan was soft.
But I'm just saying it kind of play now. I think that's why his game is
every great power
like
forward
that.
from that era talk about how Tim Duncan used to kill him and not say a word.
Yeah, he's the quietest assassin.
He's the quietest.
So maybe he need to take that point, but he definitely need to be more aggressive. Dustin, man, how Giannis feeling right now going into the playoff? What do you think his mindset is like with him and Dame?
Giannis, I mean, to be honest, last couple of years I've lost a lot of respect for Giannis. He's kind of turned into a prima donna in a sense. Oh, I don't like you. I'm gonna get you fired.
You've been over here too long.
He's turned into a prima donna. I don't think he's taken enough accountability. So I feel like he's going into the playoffs thinking like, oh, we better win. I'm going straight to the office and we getting rid of you, Doc. Like that's how he feel, and he probably looking at Dame some type of way because Dame hadn't put up the type of numbers he was putting up with Portland.
I want to counter that.
Go
after you're done.
So I mean, I don't think I think he's going in there with the mindset that he wants to win, but I think that in the back of his head he knows they're not good enough. I definitely don't see him going to the championship. And again, Doc Rivers is the most overrated in the history of the league.
So what does he do?
Because
you have all that talent and you can't figure. They can't play defense. They can't score.
They fired old boy from Toronto. After he won his first championship. Yeah, you got Doc Rivers riding a championship that was dang near 20 years ago. Still.
Right,
still. All right, Flowers, go ahead with your
I just wanted to counter little counter action real quick. I think Giannis has been over here too long, so he's adapted the Western culture. As far as he sees what's on Instagram, X/Twitter, Facebook, as far as judgment, ridicule of players as far as championships. Mm-hmm. Now, when Giannis won his first championship, I think he kind of relaxed it down a little bit. He was still, Giannis, I did try yogurt and all that. He was still Giannis still. But now I've been over here. I know how shit works. The perception might change on me if I don't win. So maybe he's feeling pressure in that sense. That doesn't excuse how the team is playing. Now, they do need to get younger on the wings. And, I can say a few things. They do have Doc. Doc, of course, is, well, everybody's happy except me, and all that.
Well, yeah, what kind of bullcrap statement is that?
I think Doc is saying without saying. The players have an issue with conducting and policing themselves. We can sit up here and say Doc is playing the blame game, of course, but the same things are going on as far as when Adrian Griffin was there, that going on with Doc now. And maybe just Adrian was more composed than Doc. I mean, that's obvious. Better record. I mean, the record shows now Adrian had 30 games 30 plus games, and Doc got about 30. So, he's gonna have the built-in excuse of he got the team late, this and that. They're not gonna fire him. Not off the rip, because they still got to pay Adrian Griffin, and then they'll be damn near $100 million in the hole if they fire Doc Rivers. So they'll hold on to him, another year or so. Oh, but the Dame count I wanted to say, they play better actually when Dame's the primary. When Giannis rests and sits,
I agree with that.
They play better. Dame will give you 35 and 15, or 38 and 12, because he's the primary guy and everything's ran through him. Giannis, he sits there and says it's Dame's team. And I know it's the regular season and maybe it changes in the playoffs, because they can make it to the Eastern Conference Finals depending on the mood. But it needs to go through Dame more. Giannis needs to play secondary to Dame and not be the primary guy, as far as even just him snatching boards and running it up and, running his own sets and isolating and doing what Giannis does. It runs better when it's ran through Dame. The shooters get involved more. Giannis probably needs to take a step back, play a little more defense, play with his back to the basket, play on their box, and get it that way. But let Dame be the guy, that's going to lead you through these rounds, because you're going to need him if you get to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah. You got that right. You definitely going to need him. I'll read the chat real quick. But the most unknown said the Bucks going to mess around, lose the first round regardless of who they play. I said earlier this season, Porzingis is going to be the X factor in Boston's success in the playoffs. Losing Drew Holiday and Grayson Allen for two subpar defenders, Brook and Middleton, are just not the same defenders like they used to. Yeah, they getting long in. Yeah, those two guys are getting long in the tooth.
They got to
get
younger on the wings, man.
And he said, "Let's be real, the Bucks were never about winning. Apparently, it's all about organization, catering to whatever Giannis want." And I want to point that out too. When he started making demands, like, "All right, y'all gotta give me some help, or I'm out of here." I think that's still on the table. If they don't, I don't know how far. I say if he don't make it to the championship game, he probably say that, I think my time here is almost up.
Year. No, he'll stay another year.
Yeah, he'll say that. I'm saying he'll come out and say, like, well, you need more help, or I need to go find somewhere else that give me that help.
Let me say this. Let's not, because I can't do that to Giannis, because everybody else has done it prior to him. You get unhappy and you want to move, or you want the organization to do something. He just got the organization by his balls, by the balls. I mean, he won a championship there.
Yeah, he won a championship.
He's a big financial investment for that city and for that organization. He's brought in money for that organization. So, he deserves to have a say. Now, as far as how he controls that and conducts his business, yes, we can judge that and have a conversation. But he's earned the right to put pressure on Milwaukee and say, "Hey, put better talent around me." I think he's deserved that. He's worked hard enough to get that from their organization.
Yeah, I believe that too. I agree with that.
They've catered to him, pretty good. I mean, his brother in the NBA still.
He had both of them on the team at one time.
He over there rah-rah. So they catering to him.
Yeah.
All right. The Knicks and Bulls play tomorrow. Magic and Rockets, sorry, Gatwood. Rockets got eliminated. They done. But y'all had a pretty good year though. Wizards.
They like.
Hold that thought. That's another team. If they're smart, go get LeBron. Go get LeBron James Jr. Draft Bronny.
Yeah.
Get LeBron come down there and work with them young cats.
And work with what's that dude's name? Dylan Brooks. Yeah, I like to see that him and LeBron be teammates. Oh man, it's gonna be pretty good. Good TV right there, guys. All right, Wizards and Timberwolves, Kings and Thunder. They're gonna be a great matchup. Spurs and Grizzlies, and Nuggets and Jazz, Clippers and Suns.
What is it like? 8 games left or something like that?
Yeah, we saw Clippers make them come back. Yeah, what's that?
Question for Dustin.
Yeah.
Do you shut Wemby down for the rest of the year?
I mean, I wouldn't just because he been so close to getting a quadruple double on so many occasions. I'd really like to see him get a quadruple double this season.
I'm gonna throw the reverse card.
They letting him play. I think they letting him play. He got the rookie of the year on lock. That's not even debatable. But
no more debatable. Yeah,
they trying to get him that defensive player of the year, and like now that he kind of got a really good momentum going, with his numbers, and I think they trying to let him build that up, and I think he want to play. Like I don't think he want to see.
Oh yeah.
Like yeah, he want to play, and he wants to win. So I don't think they'll sit him quite yet. I think maybe 5 games left. They may sit him, but they sit him.
I'm gonna flip it on you.
Yeah,
reverse Uno.
Yeah,
should they bump his minutes up?
No, they shouldn't bump his minutes up.
Just his last few games, I'm saying let him play, extra 3-4 minutes a game.
I mean, if you're not gonna play him the rest of the season, maybe give him a couple more minutes. But I don't think they've been really careful about.
Good. Yeah, they've been good.
He plays, but
all right.
I tell you this, they need to make some moves in the offseason because Wemby want to win, man. Wemby want to win. Like he was pissed at Anthony Edwards for the skills contest. Like he want to win, and like
I want to see.
Oh. How y'all? That's how you feel about his new logo, the alien.
I like it, man.
Oh, I bet you do like it.
Perfect.
Hey, he's a real life alien playing basketball in the United States.
Shoes already look better than them orthopedics from that guy over in LA. I saw them in Walgreens the other day. In Walgreens they got the little back section with the with the insoles and stuff. Yeah, I saw a pair.
Right.
Yeah, I saw a pair. But the nurse was asking me what was a good shoe, to stand up in. For long days.
Can you wear those at the hospital?
Nike gotta do this right. If I'm Nike, I'm making an animated cartoon of Wemby, as far as him walking the streets and like a shapeshifter. Like I say, he's an alien. A shapeshifter going around playing ball against people. It's found a form.
Right.
That's something they need to do.
Flower, that sounds like a good, wholesome cartoon right there. An animated series of Wemby playing basketball. That's all right there. Muscle Unknown said this is random, but don't sleep on Orlando Magic. Jonathan Isaac is healthy. Is arguably the best defender right now in the league, and Jalen Suggs the heart and soul of the team. You got that right. The Magic's looking good. They young.
Imagine like a top 4 seed right now.
Yeah, they are. They play good defense, man.
That is
they're not
easy out.
Yep. All right, guys. That was NBA talk. Oh, he did. Muscle No did ask this question, so I'll read it real quick. What is the narrative if a team don't draft Bronny? So, Flowers, what happened if Bronny don't get drafted?
No narrative. No, it doesn't matter nowadays. Like I said, he can be an undrafted free agent. All that matters is he's on the NBA roster.
Yeah,
that's right. All right. Before you get out of here, Dustin, I'm gonna show a little basketball clip. I used to do this to Dustin in high school.
Please.
might be a like Mike clip when he dunked.
Curl behind the back. No, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh
my
God.
Curl behind the back. No, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't. He really came out his shoe. Like,
bro.
Nah, bro. Hold on.
You got to take those off.
No, and then you go put the shoe back on? Nah, and check up. Curl behind the back. Get out of here. That shoe did 2 full turns in the air. That's how you know. Left ankle gets cracked. The right come behind it. Takes the shoe
on
off.
Now.
No way, bro. Like, that's crazy, bro. Nah, he really crossed that man out his shoes, bro. Ooh, get up. Ain't nothing down there.
Right. I seen that crossover he did. It was almost that same thing, wasn't it?
Delay. That is
crazy. He did behind the back.
Mobley so bad. He hit
right.
Mobley so bad.
That boy slid. Somebody said, just go ahead and walk off the court, man. Go ahead and walk off the court.
Well, the game too. I wouldn't even get up. Man. Damn.
You act like you hurt, like you twist your ankle.
Yeah. We get to the sideline real quick. Give me a towel.
Like Dustin, he tried to break so many ankles in high school. How y'all seen that episode of Riley on Boondocks playing against that on that white kid doing all the dribbles? Yes. That's Dustin. Hey, he watched too many and one mistapes. That was a problem. That was our practice flower. It was, man, you had to be there.
Dustin, stop dribbling.
Hey, hold on. Let me tell you a quick story, man. Flower, we probably run this play right. We coming up down the court. And we probably run this play. So I'm running on the baseline. And I just see Dustin on top of the key. Just doing all these combos. And coach like, run the play. Dustin still going. Just showcasing. Man, I came all the way from the baseline, ran back up to the key. I said, run the dang play. Hey, he found passed the ball out. I'm like, this dude right here is crazy. Hey,
you know who I think you were in high school? Dusty, you about to get a kick out of this. You remember when the mellow balls at Chino Hills and they played that one team, the guy that tried to lock them away. That was big in school right there.
Hey man, dog, you said fly.
You did that shit. Yeah, whatever you just said.
Man, I wish we had video. That dude was putting together a combination like he was on and one street. I forgot that basketball game where you charge up. What was that game called? NBA Street. That was he had a whole package.
The game breaker.
Yeah, the game. That was doesn't hit the game breaker.
Doesn't have the game breaker. You come fuck it up.
Hey, he ain't about to have me running after the game. God, he gonna run the dang play.
Yeah. Let that man get that isolation off, man. Come on, man.
ISO ball. That's Dustin. ISO. He's putting that little COVID. ISO. Get out the way. He about to hit the game break on this boy. I like this dude right here is something else. All right, Dustin, man. Thank you for joining us. We gotta go ahead and knock out some NFL talk real quick.
Appreciate you, Dustin.
I'm trying to I might do a show Saturday because I'm trying to get Gatwood and Tyler some showtime. I know they only can really do the show on Saturday. So if you're available, I'll hit you up and see if you can do it too. All right, man. Catch you later.
Peace.
All right, y'all take it easy.
Yes, sir.
You too, man. Yeah, Flower, you gotta be there, man. We had some wild times at practice. Whew.
I wanted to play basketball. I just didn't want to do the running. I could have went out myself.
A lot of running.
Year. They really wanted me to play basketball, believe it or not. But I just said, nah. The coach, my middle school coach, he run dog shit out of people. I said, that ain't for me.
Yep. Our coach, man, he would just make us run at the end of practice. We know we about to run some suicides, about 5 or 6 of them mugs. And then we did so much running, he encouraged us to run cross country. He wanted all his players to run cross country. Yeah, This sucked. All right, man. We're gonna dive into the AFC South, man. We're gonna start off with your team, the Colts.
It's only right. It's only right.
Yeah. You got the hoodie on.
And
so we're gonna start off with the Colts. AFC draft needs. Who you have?
We are a few pieces away, Colts fans, in my heart and in my mind. I think we picked 14th or 15th. I'm not going to go into the 1,000 scenarios I have in my head.
Yeah,
most essential team needs, in my opinion, first round. I would love us to get a corner, depending on who's there at 15. Depending on the wideouts have been taken off the board, depending on how they go. Look, if we can move up, because they're saying, teams from 5 to 10 when they want to move down. So,
right.
Worst case scenario, Marvin Harrison Jr. If he somehow falls, below 5, I will be sure. I wouldn't be shocked if Irsay and company made a move to try to go get him. That's my dream. But first and foremost, like I say, corner to help with the onslaught of the offense in the league. depending on a pass rusher who's there on the board. But like I said, corner, wide out, and a rush in first round. And just majority, just adding depth to the team. Like I said, we don't get that wide out first round. Try to find another one to fill into the void. Just add to the pass rush, add to the secondary. I just don't think we're that far away. We got a lot of talent. Oh, and another one. If Brock Bowers is still available, if we don't somehow get Marvin Harrison Jr. or somebody like that, or Roma Dunzier, Neighbors, Brock Bowers, even though I like Jelani Woods and he was hurt last year, I think Brock Bowers would be a difference maker in this offense.
Got that right, Kyle. Y'all right there on the cusp of just being on. I feel like y'all all on the level of the Texans, even though they just got Stephon Diggs. And think about it, y'all went on this run without Anthony Richardson. Y'all was doing great without him, and when y'all had him, y'all looking very unbeatable. I feel like y'all would have. Yeah, right. I feel like if y'all had AR when y'all play against us, I think it would be a different ball game.
We win the division if Anthony doesn't get hurt. We win the division.
Yes, most definitely. I agree with that. The Texans are on the board. They lost a couple of pieces, especially on the defense side of the ball. So I think I'm gonna go corner to help out Stingley. Like I said, they lost 2 or 3 corners in free agency, and they lost 3 safeties, Kareem Jackson and Andrews Amos. I know safeties that's kind of too high, so if they want to move back, well, they're in the second round. They don't have a first round pick, so this is a second round pick. I'm gonna just clarify that. So I think corners is ripen. Yeah, they have a second round pick. So there's a lot of corners available in this draft, and I feel like that'll be a good place for them to start. Yeah, he said Muscle knows that the coach had the 15th pick, get elite corner, or possibly trade up and get
me and no, I'm gonna have to beat this guy because me and him, man.
Yeah, Muscle know, man. Yeah, he's a cool guy. He know what he's talking about, man. Be voice of fans. We expanding out here, Flowers. Expanding out here.
I said unknown elite corner. That was my first thing. I'm sorry, we're going back, but I said elite corner. Like I said, my dream would be you probably
Marvin
heard me
Harrison.
say that. But yeah, most definitely. Man. Like I said, we're on the same path here.
See, the Saints can't afford. It's like y'all O-line's legit. Your D-line is legit. The Saints, man, we can't afford that luxury pick. I wish we can go get elite Neighbors, maybe Fall, or go get Harrison. I mean, yeah,
y'all
Harrison,
still can get a Brian Thomas Jr. or like
they have Leggett.
Y'all go tackle first round.
Yeah, we go tackle.
And second round, y'all can go get y'all a receiver.
Yeah, they were talking about the guy from Florida State. What's his name? Kenyon, something like that.
Yes. I know you're talking about.
And the guy from South Carolina. Yeah, Cole.
I'm telling you, it's a lot.
Cole.
I'm telling you, man, it's a lot of wide legged kid from
South Carolina.
That's a Chris Ballard guy right there. I said, you know what? Matter of fact, the Marvin Harrison thing. Like I said, that's a 1 in a million wish for me. But I'm quite sure we go corner at 15. The kid from South Carolina, the legged kid, that is a Chris Ballard guy right there.
Big body guy.
Not just look the athletic. That's off the chart. I'm talking about his mindset. You know, he's a humble kid. He's a good. You can tell. He's a good kid. Family.
Is that the country kid?
Yeah.
He's real. Yeah, he's a whole. Yeah, I watched his pro day.
I would. Like I said, that's the kind of kid you want in your locker room right there. You ain't gotta worry about somebody.
He's gonna work hard.
He's a homebody. He's a hard worker. He's a provider. That's the kind of person you want in your locker room.
I always said this: country boys are different. They are different.
I mean, their work. You know, they have morals. There's the support from the family. They work hard. You know, it's a lot. It's a difference in people that are raised out in the country and the city.
Yeah, my family, they from Bay Springs and Mount Rose, so we used to go down there, during the summer, and that country as all get out.
See them dirt roads, yeah.
Definitely. My grandma standing back in the dirt road in the middle of nowhere. They owned some land. They had like 3 or 4 houses that my aunts and uncles lived in. But I know about the country like us. I actually got beat up by my cousin one time. Hey, you talking about some real strength?
Country strength, man. It's a difference, ain't
it? He put his hands on me. I couldn't get loose.
Hands are heavier than normal, wouldn't it?
Man, yo, tell me about it. Like, that dude's strong. Oh man. All right, so we have Texans and Colts off the board. All right, Flowers. The Jags.
The Jags.
Ride with.
The Jags need to protect Trevor Lawrence better, in my opinion. It wouldn't hurt for them to get a tackle. It's like 8 to 11 tackles you can get in the first 3 rounds. So they probably be best in one. To me, with Calvin Ridley gone, I understand they signed the guy from Buffalo, Gabe Davis. I don't think Gabe Davis is a 1. That's just me. You know, if you want to disagree, so other people disagree. I don't think he's a legitimate 1. He's a complimentary guy. So Jacksonville would be best to draft a wideout. Try to find somebody else to pair with Trevor Lawrence. I just feel like he lost too much on the offensive end. But like I say, shrug that offensive line. I think they signed I think they got Armstead from San Francisco. I want to say they signed the offensive line. Yeah, I want to say they signed Armstead from San Francisco.
Yeah, I think they did.
That was an extra piece. That's a good piece. But mainly, like I said, offensive line, wide out, continue to get help with the secondary. The front 7 is pretty solid for Jacksonville. I know they got a new defensive coordinator, so I don't know the scheme that they'll be running. But like I said, they got Cisco and them back there in the secondary. Yeah, get some more help. It wouldn't hurt. But like I said, take the franchise, give them some help, give them some weapons.
Yeah, because we know it's about Trevor Lawrence. He get flustered. His balls kind of sell on him. And his decision making has been questionable. So, like I agree with you, Gabe Davis is not the answer. He wasn't answering Buffalo. That's why he's not there. And he won't be the answer for Jaguars. He's gonna be a guy that come in here and there to clear out the middle, of course. But what was the other receiver, the other speed receiver for Jacksonville that do the same? Christian Kirk, yeah.
Oh, that's kind of Christian Kirk.
Well, that's kind of curious though. They bring in Gabe Davis and Christian Kirk can literally do the same thing too.
Well, Christian Kirk,
I know he's older, but he's a little bit older though. But
man, he's their 1. Even when Calvin Ridley was there, Christian Kirk was the 1. They lost Christian Kirk. I think the latter end of the year. I think he had like some kind of core injury to his thigh or something, so they lost him. Damn, you right? I forgot about Christian Kirk. I still think they need to draft a receiver.
They do, man. Cause look, that receiver room, I know it don't scare you. When I look at it, it don't really scare me. When they had Calvin really added a little thought to it, but we thought he was going to be that. Maybe they didn't have the connection. Maybe they didn't work long enough.
In the beginning of the year it was money, but I said teams find the tendencies. And Calvin really had some, but I feel like Calvin really should have had. He was on 2-year hiatus too, so for him to come off 2-year hiatus, he did look solid. I will give him that.
Who paid Calvin? Was it the
Titans?
Right, the Titans. They gave him what's so crazy. They gave him a big deal, but they didn't give AJ Brown the money when you asked.
They could have gave AJ Brown the same deal,
same thing,
2 prior to this. And so it doesn't make sense. It's like you trading in, a luxury car for a Kia. It's no disrespect to Kia, but the Kia boys are still them.
AJ Brown's like a freaking Hummer, man, and they trade in for a small 2-door car, a little smart car.
Bentley, AJ Brown was Bentley.
Yeah.
Foreign Mercedes, I said Calvin Ridley, he's, Escalade, more on the high end, but not a foreign. That's what it is.
We're going to have to see something from him, especially with Will Levis and them boys. And the Titans, the L on the board, I feel like they should go OT to help out that O-line. They had one of the worst O-line in the league last year. Derrick Henry couldn't really get going behind that line. So it's gonna be interesting how they protect Will Levis and what kind of offense they're gonna run with him. I know they're gonna have him moving out the pocket more, flushing out, rolling out, trying to get him moving. But the Titans, they didn't really need to shore up that trench area. They got a lot of holes. They got corner. They have cornering issues. They have linebacker.
You said you ain't talked to Chafin. Let me talk to Chafin.
Man, I don't even know where he at, man. He went missing.
That's the only Titans fan I know.
I know. Well, I think RC said he knew a Titans fan, I think, or something like that.
He must be in the woods somewhere.
Right. Last time, to be honest, last time I heard about Chafin was 2 weeks ago. My mama ran to his sister at church, and that's when she told my mom where Chafin was. I think he out of state somewhere. He don't have social media. He don't have social media anymore. So
I'm not sure.
I guess
I hope all.
I'm not sure. Right. Last never mind, I ain't gonna say it on here. You know what I'm about to bring up.
I mean, you know, I did nothing bad. I mean, I just look.
I thought you did a great job. I thought you got your point across.
I mean, I'm just saying you can't leave somebody's look. I mean, you want me to tell the story?
Yeah, go ahead and tell the story, man. Go ahead.
To make a long story short, Ben's friend Chafin, I won't say his first name, used to come to our room. I had a PlayStation 3, so that we played Madden 09.
Yeah,
our room was the spot. We got done with class and stuff. I didn't care who came in and played.
Everybody came.
All I asked for is for you to close my door. Chafin leaves my door. Did he leave it open?
He left it like it was cracked.
No, he
like you can tell
in the door. He left tissue in the door. Okay. I got upset. I might get upset. I just told him that was stupid, pretty much. And why would you don't do that? Because prior to me saying this, me and a good friend of ours, rest in peace, London, we got robbed in our previous dorm room. So he had his PlayStation taken and some other stuff. So
a couple of my games.
Yes, a couple of your stuff was taken. So of course I'm gonna be on the offensive and jump and be like, man, you have to be aware. That's pretty much what I ain't saying that after. I just tell him
you know what school we at?
Don't I said, you know what we at? Don't do no shit like that.
Right,
and I pretty much just told him I'm the kind of guy, you can come get my key. Just don't leave my door unlocked. Call me. I will come unlock the door.
Right.
That was all that was about.
Hey, it was so bad. You just kept it straight to the point. I'm just sitting there, Terry. I think Terry was there and some other boy who was just looking like, yeah, make sure you don't leave that door open no more. You heard it, man.
That was a coach to me talking to a Titans fan. That's
right. Your garbage team leave my door open.
A damn Titans fan would leave the damn door open.
Right. You see that situation now with Will Levis, Malik. They don't know who's gonna play quarterback. Is Tannehill still there? He's still there. Or he gone?
He might be gone.
Who cares?
I mean, it's Will Levis's team. Callahan comes from Tennessee, so we'll find out what they want to do. You want a score update?
What do you say?
UConn, I think you want a score update with the UConn.
Yeah, give me a score update.
UConn's up by 11. It's over. It's 15 minutes left in the second half. But look, when UConn put their foot on the brakes like this, put their foot on the gas offensively and clamp up defensively, it's over.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Yeah, most of them say I still hate the fact the Titans fired Mike Vrabel. With that being said, they need to look for a top tackle, particularly left tackle, maybe receiver. Maybe they should get Romeo Duzier. I'm not sure. They have so many holes. That's what I'm getting at. So just shore up your O-line. You build in, you start inside and go out.
I could have did the whole AFC South. That's the funny thing,
right?
Because and you could have did the whole NFC South because we watch them so much. I want to add on to what you and Nolan was saying. They got DeAndre Hopkins. They got Kevin Ridley. I think they would it would help for them to get some offensive line help. I think they drafted somebody last year on the offensive line, but they do need to add to it. Brock Bowers wouldn't be bad for them, also.
Who is the tight end for Tennessee?
Exactly. I can't even remember. Yeah, I think it's an African name, start with an O. Number 85.
Oh yeah, OG
he's
something.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good tight end. Yeah, he's a good tight
end. But you won't look in this division, you're gonna need some difference makers. So they definitely need to protect Levis. They probably can afford to bring another wideout in second, third round. I think they need to use their top 10 pick wherever they at to take the best player, whether it's the Florida State kid, the first kid on the defensive side, or offensively, like they get offensive tackle. Look, I think they got Sean Murphy Bunton. They probably could they can use some secondary help too. I mean,
they lost a couple.
They have
corners.
They have a lot of depletions on their roster. I think Landry's still there. Of course, they still got Big Jeffrey Simmons. So of course, pass versus always.
Dang, the website I use, they haven't updated the lineups yet. Come on, guys. If y'all gonna run a website, that's the thing y'all need to do. Update the teams. So, guys, you the running back Spears, you think he can handle the workload?
Well,
that's what I was looking at.
We know they signed Tony Pollard too.
That's right. You're right.
That don't scare. Look, I've watched.
That's the same thing.
Yes, it's that perfect analogy because I was gonna say the same damn thing. They're the same back. Neither one of them scare me. Now, Tajay Spears is more explosive. You know, you can throw it to him like the backfield. He was pretty explosive with screens. Tajay Spears and Pollard don't scare me like Derrick Henry did. Indianapolis got a pretty good defense, and Derrick Henry used to give us fits. So, it's a sigh of relief for me.
You don't got to worry about them anymore.
No, I'm not have to look at that 200, that 6'2", 6'3", 250-pound man. Look, once he gets past that second level, man,
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Good luck, corners and safeties. All right, let's move on to the AFC West. I know most of them been waiting for this. Flowers, you have the Denver Broncos.
Quarterback.
What are they doing?
Quarterback, man. Quarterback first round. What's Denver, like 11th or something like that?
I have it. Hold on. They are 12th.
12th. 11th. Okay. I wouldn't be shocked if Denver traded down. Wouldn't be shocked because I feel like they can. If Sean Payton truly wants Bo Nix, he can get them past 12 if he wants to move down 3 or 4 more slots. He can get Bo Nix 17 to 20. I think that's first and foremost. He needs to find him a quarterback that fits what Sean likes to do. He wiped the slate clean. They done took the cap hit on Russell. Like let's wipe it clean. Let's let Sean go get who he wants. I think Bo Nix is that guy. I also think Michael Penix is that guy for them, just not at 12. I think either or could work. I'm thinking he probably take both first. That's if they're the only two that's left now. If Drake May or somebody or McCarthy's in this conversation, we may have a different conversation. I don't think the Broncos need to move up. There's been talk about that. I feel like they've lost too much over the past 2 years to take a gamble and move up 5-6 slots. You're gonna have to give them more equity. So stay where you are or trade down. But first and foremost, get a quarterback. Man, I would like to see it. Go ahead.
I was about to ask which quarterback is more like Taysom.
Like Taysom? Oh.
What, Drake?
Jaden Daniels, but they're not gonna get him.
Yeah, they talking about Jaden going to Washington.
I mean, Bo Nix can move around too, but I mean, Taysom Hill's skill set, he was more at BYU of an option guy with Jamal Williams.
Yeah, I asked that question because they were seeing can they fix his accuracy problem. It seemed like Sean Payton was infatuated with mobile quarterbacks. He tried to go get Lamar at one point, but that didn't pan out. And then the whole Taysom ordeal. It seemed like
Taysom was a wrinkle.
Mm.
I think Sean seen something in Lamar because if you look at Lamar now, he actually would have fit y'all because he's precise. He's pretty good in the short intermediate routes. But then just the extra set of him being able to move around and run, I think that's what would have turned Sean over the top. But Denver,
right.
they lost a lot. I think they need to add to the pass rush. I know they lost Simmons in the secondary. You might find some. I don't think that's a top need in the top half of the draft. You probably can find somebody 4th round or below, to fill that void. But I just think the Broncos probably need to get a little more explosive on offense. I think that's probably the thing that they're lacking with the defense. Are coming along. It's coming along. It's fine.
Yeah, they back end played a little bit better. Season went on.
They played better. I just think Denver probably needs to find the identity first and foremost of what they want to be, and then add explosion to it.
I agree because Sean Payton's is all about quarterbacks. Everybody's saying he should go edge, but knowing Sean Payton, he's gonna go find his guy. He always been about that. I'm gonna get my guy, so he gonna go get whoever he thinks deemed fittable for his offense. So, like I said, that might be Bo. He would probably love Jaden, but he's not gonna be there.
Don't sleep on Michael Penix neither, man.
Yeah, Michael Penix. Like I said, the best thing to do though, if I was a team that needed a quarterback, I would trade back into the first. Cause Penix should be there in the top late first round and get Penix. That way he can, if he need an edge rusher or whatever defensive piece he might need, he can take that, then trade back into the first and get Penix. So who knows? Most of them said I would like for the Broncos to look at a solid tight end. If we don't draft Penix at 12, then the Raiders might take him at 13. I feel like the Raiders shouldn't take a quarter. I don't know, man. Like I know that's not what's Antonio Pierce guy, Aiden O'Donnell, but where was all that hype from this past offseason about Aiden of how the ball jumped out of his hand, how he was a great, he was making pretty good decisions. So I feel like maybe the Raiders shouldn't go that way. I know we jumping the gun because I know the Raiders are in the same division, but I feel like the Raiders need to focus more on adding more offensive pieces than taking a quarterback. Aiden showed that he can probably do the job.
But if there's questions about it, and of course they know better than we do. They see the kid every day. Can the O'Donnell kid come in a full season and be productive? That's the question. So we really can't. Look, if AP wants a quarterback, his guy, and it's there at 13, like I know I'm saying, I can't blame him for taking him. The defense is solidified. They got the Wilkins kid from the Dolphins. They played better under Pierce. That's a defensive team. Why not get a quarterback in your mind that's proven and bring them in? Like I said, if O'Donnell's not the kid, I can't get mad they want to draft Michael Penix. So.
We see
4.4 speed, accurate, played 4+ years in college, successful in 2 different conferences. It's kind of hard to pass up.
Yeah, it is. Especially we always see with new regimes, they come in and they take that guy. So wouldn't be surprised if the Raiders did it. Yeah, but if I were running the Raiders and they probably saw Aiden O'Donnell they have seen what Aiden O'Donnell way more than I have. So who knows with the Raiders? But I know a couple of mock drafts have them taking the offensive lineman because they did struggle protecting the quarterback.
Miller's okay. Cole Miller's okay. Probably wouldn't hurt for them to solidify the right side.
Most of them say we could possibly resign Justin Simmons. We could draft a quarterback and steal somebody like Tennant. You don't want no. You don't want. Don't do Tennant.
If it's the field of void, I mean.
You don't want that. I don't see Sean Payton. Yeah, but I don't think Sean Payton looking to fill voids like a quarterback position. not with Tannehill. You know, Sean Payton's all in type of guy, and he gonna look at the position as that's my head general. That's my general. And
unless we see somebody in the later rounds, like I said, we just talking about the first round. I mean, there might be somebody in the third round that Sean got here to win. It might allow him, you know, to take something else, you know, in the top 2 rounds.
I just feel like that he's gonna go quarterback. He gonna go like I said. I think it's written all over his face. Like I said, the way he went after Taysom and Drew. It's just when he lock eyes on a quarterback, he likes what he see. It's like the woman that walks in the room. He lost eyes with her. Like, oh yeah, I'm about to go holler. That's him. So Raiders, Broncos. we got to raise. Yeah, we got to raise when you try and get to Raiders. So let's go ahead and do the Chiefs. Now, you know, Rice, the suspension is going. We don't know about the suspension, and then Snead, he's gone too, Flowers. So what you think the Chiefs gonna do?
You ain't figured it out yet. They're gonna relax and reload, man. Rashee Rice, we'll see what happens with him. As I thought he gonna get a 6-8 game suspension. They signed Hollywood Brown, so they do have a legitimate speed threat on the outside. But hey, this is a draft. They can draft somebody. They can draft Snead's replacement. And now they do got McDuffie on the opposite side. And I think it's another kid that they got that's there already. They had high hopes with. They can draft somebody to replace Snead. It's just about filling just gaps in depth with Kansas City Chiefs. The worst thing that a team can do, like if Kansas City decides to trade up because they do got draft capital, and if there's somebody that they want, hey, go get them. Like I said, you see Rashee Rice in trouble. Man, take a few of them picks, trade up in the top half of the first round, in the top 15, 20. Go get one of them big wide outs. You know, if it's somebody you see. I think Patrick Mahomes is worth that because he's gonna lead you to the water anyway.
Right. We see right now the Chiefs were using a 2 tight end system because the receivers wasn't stepping up with Noah Gray and Kelsey. So, and they're using another tight end too. So they had 3 of them out there, you know, running routes. And as I looked at the team, the players' departure for the Kansas City Chiefs, we see McCole Hardman, he's gone. Richie James, MVS, all gone. So, and now we're looking at Rice maybe gone too. So they might be looking at a receiver. They might take one of the guys out there.
I think they're gonna take
Sky Moore been. He been in the sky, guy. He ain't been catching no ball. You remember? Do you not remember the player profile that came out and for fantasy football? How Sky Moore been taking off?
Oh yeah, this second year breakout. I grabbed him late. I had him stored for about a good month and a half. I finally cut him.
He was just over there being a decoy. That's about it. But everybody high on Sky Moore. Maybe he have a breakout this year.
The one season I take Patrick Mahomes with the first pick, this is his worst season. Statistically,
right? Hey, it got you to what, the 3rd round of the playoffs?
Yeah, it got me. Yeah. It got me close to the championship.
It got you close.
Can't be mad.
I can't wait to play again against y'all this year. You know, my brother-in-law won, so you know.
Gotta get that.
He's a Saints fan. He's a Saints fan, so I ain't too upset about it.
Yeah, my strategy will be different this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna really have to dig in to what I'm gonna do. Cause I think I went running back. I might be running back receiver, but I took this. This what really pissed me off, cause I was able to snag Justin Herbert, and he played like he played. That really would piss me off, man.
Quarterback didn't have a good year last year.
He screwed me, man. He screwed me in the playoffs. I think I ran with somebody else. I can't remember who it was.
You had Joe.
No, I traded him.
Oh, yeah,
I traded from Joe. Yeah, I traded. Yeah, you traded. Oh, was it you? Yeah, it was you that traded me, Joe. And he got hurt.
No. I traded you Jared Goff to help bail you
out. Yeah, that's right. Cause I lost Joe. First I traded for Joe. I lost Joe. Then you sent me Jared. And I sent you. I forgot who I sent you, but I had to do it. I was desperate.
Oh, you sent me Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, that's it. I sent you JT.
I
Jared Goff.
gave you Addison and Golf, I think.
Yeah.
JT or something.
Yeah.
It
I had to do it. I was
both.
desperate. Yeah, it did. It did. The Chargers, everybody like, you know, they taking JJ. No, they ain't. Herbert ain't stupid.
Oh,
he got
no.
he got a heck of a quarterback back there, and Justin Herbert. He gonna show up that old line. He gonna go with Joe Alt. He literally one of the best tackles in coming out of college.
I see the Chargers trading down. I don't mean to cut y'all.
Who they trading to accumulate more picks?
They're 5. They pick 5th or 6th,
yeah, they pick 5th.
Like that.
I think it's 5th.
If they're not taking Marvin Harrison Jr. neighbors for somebody like Herbert right there, which in case because they lost Williams, they lost
neighbors.
Allen. Who in the hell is Justin Herbert throwing to?
He's throwing to a guy who was a rookie last year,
Quinn Johnson.
Who he had one of the worst rookie seasons I ever saw from a top pick.
Quinn Johnson kid from TCU.
TCU, yeah.
Who else? Palmer,
Trey Palmer. He's reliable, but he's nothing to be scared about. Nothing to scare. That's it that I can think of top of my head that really matters. You know,
they have choices.
Tight end.
No
running back. Who's their running? They lost Eckler, so
they signed Gus Edwards. So they're gonna give. You know what? You might be right, Ben, because I can see them drafting another tackle to shore up their right. So they got Slater on the left side, and they're gonna be a Jim Harbaugh team. They're gonna be physical. They're gonna hand that ball. Right.
He's gonna take a Michigan running back in the 2nd round.
Oh, you think they're gonna take? I wouldn't be shocked if they got Blake Corum. I wouldn't be shocked.
I bet they will because they need a running back. Like you said, they got Gus Edwards. Gus Edwards, he has dealt with injuries most of his career. Same with
Baltimore grass, man.
Yes, same with J.K. Dobbins. You know, did he go to the Chiefs?
I think he visited the Chiefs.
Visited the Chiefs. Okay.
He might have signed with him. I know he was there. I don't know if he signed or not. That's a good pick. If he get healthy, that's a good pick.
That was his second. Wasn't it his second ACL tear in 2 years?
He tore his Achilles 1 year. And I think he tore his Achilles this past year, and he tore his ACL the previous year.
Okay. Yeah, something about that grass because no one running back stay hurt. They had Justice. They had Justice back here. They had Gus, JK, the other kid. I can't remember his name.
I can't remember his name. The explosive.
Oh,
kid.
yeah.
I can't remember his name.
I had him in phase. I picked him up for 2 weeks. Now I dropped him because I couldn't figure out what's going on. I couldn't figure out how they were playing that running back, so I just dropped him. I picked him up. It started with MC, don't it? Mike. Is it?
Oh, I can't remember what the kid's name is. I had picked him up.
Matt something. If y'all must know, you find that somebody in the chat. I don't feel like looking it up, to be honest. If y'all can find it, let us know and put it in the chat. So the talk. Yeah, I think it's something Matt something. I think I might think about the Denver Broncos running back. So it's gonna be a lot of things going on. I think the draft is 21 days away, something like that. Must have known. Say, Ben, you need to understand that whoever we get quarterback will be better than Russ. Stop it. Stop it, man. Drafting QB sign Tannehill. I know it sounds stupid, but at least we can do. Man, get off Russ. He's gone. Russ, he had an okay year this past season. He played better, but
there's one thing that Sean Payton said about Russ, and I know I give Sean Payton shit, but I do agree with him as far as Russ just holds on to the ball too long. He takes sacks.
Deep shot. He looked for the deep shot.
Because he can't see over the damn line, so he gotta roll out. You gotta think about it. He can't see over the line, so a lot of his balls are deep shots. So he gotta move out the pocket so he can see. So that he holding on to it, and you can't just take sacks in certain situations. So I can't disagree when Sean Payton said that was pretty much the issue, with Russ. There's too many sacks, and he's taking sacks at bad times. I get it.
Yeah, he did take a couple of sacks that I was just shaking my head like, why you just do that? Must have known said Chargers need to get neighbors. Yes, I think so. Well, I kind of agree and disagree. Kyle, they do need to protect Herbert. He was on the digress a lot. I don't think they should trade down. If they do trade down to 11. That's it. Distress. That's the word I'm trying to not digress. Distress.
Think about it. Like the who am I thinking about? The Vikings. The Vikings got 2 first-round picks. Trade them to the Chargers. I'm quite sure the Chargers will gladly take the 11th. I think it's like the 11th to 17th pick or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they get a 2-for-1 special. That's why I say that, because you.
Where do the Chargers pick? I mean, the Vikings. Where do they pick?
The 11th or something like something like that. But they traded. If they traded somebody, they got a first-round pick. So they got 2 first-round picks this year.
Oh, I see. Yeah. It's gonna be exciting times.
Look, I can't blame the Chargers. Like I said, if they don't trade down, you take Neighbors or Marvin Harrison Jr., whoever right there. You gotta take care of Justin Herbert if you don't trade down.
You got to. You trade away all his weapons, got rid of his running back, man. You got to reload him, and this the perfect time to do it. You trade back. That's still a lot of good tackles.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
That's a good tackle.
But like I said, if they trade back though, they might can get Joe Alt or the next best guy. And what's the Brian Thomas Jr. kid, the wide out from LSU?
Right. Now that's a sleeper. Brian Thomas Jr. That's a sleeper right there.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody talking about Malik Neighbors.
Neighbors to me is probably Jamar Chase again. Another Jamar Chase. I'm gonna be fair.
Now that'd be a nasty combination. Herbert to Malik Neighbors. What's the kid from Washington? Aduzu?
Yeah, Rome Aduzu. Yeah. I mean, I think you trade down.
He'll be there.
You get him. Like he'll be like. The Chargers are in a good spot. Like they can stay there, or they can trade down and get 2-for-1.
I like that, man. Because last year the Chargers, we were high on them. And they greatly disappointed us because of Brandon Staley questionable calls. Keep going for a 4th down. Oh man, I never forget him. Almost caught my parlay against the Raiders, going for a 4th down on his own 20.
His own 20. Oh my.
Oh, well, you almost made me throw up, man. I couldn't believe what I saw. Like one minute I'm laying on my couch, like, oh yeah, I'm about to hit this parlay. Next thing I'm jumping up. Like, what are you doing?
Straight malpractice at its finest.
Right. Oh man, you talking about trying to destroy your own team, sabotaging that dude right there. And I don't know if he ever signed with the 49ers, did he?
Who?
Brandon Staley.
I think he did.
I had to double check that. I wish RC was here to let us know. All right, guys, we come to a close, so we're gonna do our shameless plugs here. We're brought to you by Bet Us. We got your game. It's betting time, man. We got Major League Baseball, college basketball. It's over, Will. So now
it's over.
You have baseball. Yeah, baseball and hockey, right? And I don't know. We can bet on AFL.
Yes,
it's not AFL. USL, USFL. Mm-hmm. What's it called?
I think it's USFL.
US, just something like that. I don't know.
Yes, all right, you can.
So you can bet on them games. I wouldn't recommend it unless y'all just watch like that. But anyway, baseball is in full swing, full effect. So I got a couple cards going right now. I think one of them bust already. I forgot what team it was. I think I took the Blue Jays. Who were the Blue Jays playing against? I took the Blue Jays. I shouldn't have done that.
I try to wait. I mean, I put in a slip or two so far. I've been close, but I try to wait until like the first month of baseball is done, like the first 20 games, so I can get a feel for who you know what I'm saying? But you can kind of see now who's good. And it's not the good. It's like the teams like the Pirates are like 8-2 right now, right?
Yeah, they good. Like I watched a couple of games.
They hot.
Right, they do.
And then they just start falling down.
I picked the Mariners over the Blue Jays today, but I would have lost anyway because the Braves they end up coughing it up to the Mets. Score was 7-8.
Really?
So that ruined my card. Yeah, that ruined me right there.
Well, the Mets cost me so. I could have won so much money last year, but I bet the Mets on quite a few of my tickets. And like when I say they were a ticket buster last year for me, they were a ticket buster. I should have won
I believe it.
$1,000 off the Mets alone last year.
It's always that one team. Like, why do it? Like, how you're a bet on team? You ask yourself, like, why did I bet on this team? Like, they keep screwing me every time. That's me. I feel like that's the story of my life with NBA. I bet on this team. I'm like, bro, why I keep betting on this team? You think they have a favorable matchup, then they end up losing. And so the Mariners lost and the Braves lost. So, like I said, that ruined my ticket right there. But my Cubs, man, we looking good. We beating the Padres right now, 8-0. Hey, we took care of the Dodgers. We won that series between the Dodgers 2-1. I believe it was 2-1. So I just wish that the games would come on a favorable time. That's my issue.
They kind of split. Yeah, sometimes they on at noon, sometimes they on at 2 or 3 o'clock.
I don't get off in time, so I got to catch highlights.
Especially when the Cubs play, they probably play 2, 3 o'clock.
They do.
When you in the middle, you working, you got to start listening to them on the radio or something.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's why we have phones. We can download radio apps and
like
tune
they
in.
Put the phone on and put it on the stand, let the game play out. Like I said, we're in a time right now. We blessed, man, with technology, so we really don't have to miss too much of anything. Like Sirius XM, man, they got all the channels. So
yeah, I just didn't renew my subscription yet with them. I might need to
wait till they charge you. Look, let them get down to like when they say, look, you pay $3 for the year. That's when you do it.
Oh, they run specials like that?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
how long has it been since you've been?
When I bought my truck, truck. Yeah, it came in my truck.
The next time you get some mail, pay attention to the price. They'd be like, "We'll charge you $3 a month." I'm telling you.
Oh snap! That was like almost like that Disney Plus package with Hulu and ESPN Plus. Nah, that's a sweet deal. I end up getting that.
Yeah, $12 a month is pretty good.
Yeah, it ends on my Verizon bill, so it's just part of my cell phone. So I really don't even see it. It's just you always need cell phones. So
same here. That's how I pay Verizon. Yep, that's how I pay my Disney Plus. I don't even realize even being paid. I'm already paying to the phone bill.
Right, that's it. That's how they smart. They smart. They know what they're doing. All right, if y'all new to the show, share it, family, friends, like and subscribe. Really appreciate the love. Opinion on the week and how sports are going. Usually do 2 shows a week. Sometimes one. It just all depends on what's going on. I might try to do one this week. Because I really want to talk more about baseball. We don't really get time to talk about it.
You gotta get the genius on here.
Right. So we might do one Saturday, guys. So Friday, I'll keep y'all posted. If y'all want to know when we go live, just check out my IG. That's when I usually post when the show's going live and what day we doing on. Like I said, NBA is getting close to the playoffs. So we got a couple of guys as part of the VO team that want to talk sports too. And we might give them a chance to do that on Saturday because that's the only time they can do the show.
There's nothing wrong with that. We'll get them in.
Yeah, we'll get them in. Get them in when we can. All right, guys. We'll catch y'all next time. One more thing. We do have a merch store. I'm bad about this. We have a merch store. Check it out, guys. Check it out. Printify. It's VOL Sports. I'll put in the chat for y'all real quick. It's VOL Sportscast.printify.me. And it'll take you to our item shop.
Check the link on VOL Sportscast page, please.
I'm working on
merch link.
Yes, sir. I just posted in the chat for y'all.
Update.
Working on new merch.
4 minutes left. Congratulations to UConn, 65-49.
Woo! They got hot.
I told you. When I told you the 15-minute mark, it was over, man.
Dang. Ooh, man, I'm glad. I'm glad that you come able to pull it out, man. Cause I know a lot of people getting tired of they were talking trash about Edie and everything.
That's unfair. That's unfair. I mean, Edie's been playing for 3-4 years now. Like this is not his first go around. Far as being a big, the kid has improved. You gotta give him credit. UConn's just a different animal.
All right, you seen how the girls were playing. Came down to one last call that kind of ruined it for him, but
legal
the UConn. I want to talk about that, but we kind of got away from it.
Right.
It's all good. I think everybody gets the gist of what happened.
Yeah, it could have went either way.
Yeah, it could have went either way. All right, guys, we'll be back possibly Friday or Saturday. I'll keep y'all posted to see what the guys can do.
Peace.
We'll catch y'all then. Take it easy.
Be good.